method that I'm about to share with you is something that could actually take you from being a complete consumer to being someone who has a wealth of knowledge over a variety of topics that could actually bring some value to other people, like such as your friends and your family. And this strategy that I'm going to be teaching you is called the second brain, or rather the commonplace book. You could even use a diary if you wanted, or some notebook. I actually have a Notion page where I store all of this information down, and I feel like that's the best way to store this kind of vast amount of information. So what is the second brain? So what I'm referring to is a culmination of information that is derived from your own experiences combined with the insights that you've gathered from watching whether it's self-improvement content or content on health, and whatever important knowledge that you've gathered from watching podcasts, pretty much anything that you think that could be helpful towards your own life. So in my second brain page, what I have is I have a lot of topics on my own page. I have a topic on purpose. So I've put in my own insights of what I think it means to have purpose in life, combined with the insights of other people of what it means to live a purposeful life. So purpose is one of the topics that I have in my second brain page, and I have a page on willpower. I have a page on self, on my own self, how to be more productive. Why is this so important? It's important because more often than not, we look to YouTube and Google for all sorts of help all the time, and we watch content, we watch videos to learn something new, to learn something that can benefit our lives. But more often than not, we forget a lot of these things. And so that's why it's so important to have this kind of page, because if we have information for each particular topic, there will actually come a time where we don't even need to go to YouTube again to watch more self-improvement content on how to be more disciplined and whatnot. Because if you've stored this information and you've put in your own insights and thoughts about what it means to be disciplined in your second brain page, then you just need to go to your page, read whatever you wrote down, and say, you know what, I've read the insights that I've gathered, and I'm going to utilize what I've written down. And because of that, you remember most of the insights that you've written on your page. And not only can you use that to benefit your own life, you're going to be consuming far less self-improvement content, for instance, and less content on discipline, because you already have the insights generated on your second brain page, and you're going to remember this way better. So if one of your friends asks you, well, Umar, how do you become more disciplined? Then since I've remembered whatever insights that I've put on my page, I can properly explain to my friend of how to be more disciplined. I'm making myself a beacon of knowledge. I'm being someone who can provide value to other people as a result. So more simply put, it's generating your own insights, critically thinking about whatever subject there is at hand and whatever thoughts you have after watching a particular video, and also adding the content of what you've learned from that particular video in your page. So then you can go back to that page and look at the discipline section or the health section and see what ways you can improve your health now and how to become more disciplined, because this is the information that you've gathered for your own second brain. Also, one of the biggest things that hold people back from what I've kind of realized is the lack of critical thinking. We have it so easy nowadays. We have the internet, we have YouTube, we have so many resources where we can go and gather information. But what we miss out on is the ability to critically think of what we should do, of what insights that we have from our own experiences and the insights that we generate from watching other content. We're missing that key component of our own self-development. And that is why the second brain is so important, because If you cultivate the ability to critically think, you can get way ahead of yourself. And that's something that happened to me in the past couple of years. I was able to grow so much in terms of my own knowledge and in terms of my own maturity because I cultivated this I cultivated this habit to critically think through taking note of of whatever information I found important from consuming content, and putting that into my own second brain page. And even journaling as well. Journaling is a great way to build up this skill of thinking more critically. If you become this beacon of knowledge, then you'll have more confidence in your own opinions and your own convictions, and that is so important to the way you portray yourself to other people. When you know you have so much knowledge over so many different topics that you can help people with, the way you portray yourself will be totally different to what you were before. You're going to talk with more conviction. You're going to talk with more confidence. You're going to display yourself in a way where people will respect you more, because the more knowledgeable you are, the more closer that you are to being that guy.